batted in. One of the tougher leadoff men in baseball. Doug Griffin flips it over to Scott, and there's one away. Strike three. Lonborg strikes out Blair. Billy Hunter coaches at third for the Orioles. George Stoller at first. Aparicio over to Scotty, and a fine play on both ends. They make it. Powell is out. Aparicio with Scott coming up with that low throw. And both pitchers look good in the first inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. And at the end of one, it is 0-0. Brooks Robinson into the corner. Rico around first. If the Orioles had played the whole game last night over in Washington. Robinson to Johnson to Powell. The 30th double play of the year is 280. 2 homers and 16 runs batted in. One to left. Yastrzemski going over, and he makes the catch. Robinson flies to left. Petrocelli picking up the ball. Griffin's got it, flips it over to Scott. Quick as that, a double play.
Pitcher, not overpoweringly fast, but gets you out. But he has good motion in his delivery, and is what we call sneaky fast, and a good competitor.
Facing Dwayne Josephson. There's a drive to left field, and this one is gone. Josephson homers for the Red Sox. Buford didn't even go back on that ball. He just looked up, and he knew it was gone. Josephson puts the Red Sox in front. Batting .283. Belanger throws him out. 2 strikes to Lonborg. Strike 3. 2 out in the Boston third inning. Louis flied to Robinson in right in the first. Brooks Robinson to Powell, and that's all.
One by each club. A home run by Dwayne Josephson. He tried to drag it, but right at Dobson. No strain. Durham, North Carolina. One of John Pesky's stopping off places. To the opposite field he goes, toward the wall, and it's going to be a home run. Yastrzemski goes to the opposite field, and the Red Sox lead 2-0. Number 6 for Yaz. Pitches and 1 fastball awry. He is 3-2. Strikes him out. Comes back to strike Petrocelli out. And for Dobson, that's number 3. Eddie Popowski, third base coach, gives George the 3-base hit sign. But he walks instead. The first walk given up by Dobson. In fact, the
of his arms and his hand. He was a scrawny, skinny little kid when he was at Tigertown. He was even before you were over at Charleston. And this fellow really made himself a pitcher.
Little Nubber chased by Hendricks to Powell for the out, and the inning is over. That play going 2-3, and the Red Sox pick up a run in the fourth on Yastrzemski's homer, 1 hit. They left 1, and after 3.5 innings, the Red Sox lead 2-0. Jim has given up 1 hit so far. Brooks Robinson, single. He gets him with a fastball, had a tail on it on the outside corner. And Buford is out of there. The second strikeout for Lonborg. On an 0-2 pitch. That was a pretty close pitch to take, John. Curveball hit high to left. Yaz back. And getting it near that 380 mark. Scott made a great play on Powell in the first inning. They have the Powell shift on. 3 infielders to the right side of second base. And Griffin has it. Good play by Doug, and Louis got out of his way in a hurry because he was playing over there too. But Griffin throws out Powell, and it's a quick inning for Jim Lonborg. 1-2-3 again. He's retired 7 in a row. After 4 complete, Red Sox 2, Baltimore nothing. He went after the first pitch too in the 3rd inning. Toward the hole, backhanded beautifully by Belanger. Got him. Good play by Mark Belanger at short. Oh, can he pick it? He goes in the hole as well as any shortstop in the league. Let's take a look at that once more in video replay.
Belanger gets an awfully quick jump, but that ball wasn't hit.
Robinson has been troubled with an ingrown nail in his foot. And there's a base hit to right center. Reggie throws it in. And the Orioles have the lead man on in the 5th inning. Lonborg had retired 7 in a row. Lester Moran, formerly of East Millinocket, Maine. Red Sox found now living down here. Wanted to say hello to his father, who is watching the game tonight up in Maine. 1-2 pitch. High to right field. It may be trouble. It is a home run. Tie ball game. He walks Hendricks. First walk given up by Lonborg. 2-2. And Aparicio leads with a walk in the 6th. Second walk issued by Dobson. Score, 6th inning. Here goes the runner, and a fly ball to right field. Back goes Frank, still going. He leaps and makes the grab. And see if they get the double play. Here comes Louis back. He makes it back to first. Fine catch by Frank Robinson.
Ned, let's take another look at that. Frank Robinson goes all the way back to the 380 mark, jumps up. His hand was partially hidden, and made the catch. Of course, Lowy all the way up to second base, had to come back.
And at Detroit about to get underway. Janeski for Washington. Chance for Detroit. Drag bunt. Scott must hurry. He does. Buford sliding and hustling, but he's out. Good play by George Scott as Buford tries the drag. Scott has been playing some terrific first base lately.
Let's take another look at that. Lonborg was just about in the way of the runner, but Scotty decided to take it himself.
Jim Bunning for the Phils. Mets have a 3-0 lead over Atlanta after 3.5. Strike 3, and Blair is called out. He doesn't like it. That threaded the black on the outside corner. Show, who had to cross over to the shortstop side of second, the third base side of second, actually. Yeah, that's 2-0 to Powell. Nope, he hit him, I guess. He hit him, grazed his uniform, apparently. Bugner wasn't even sure of it himself. Lonborg hit by a pitch, and we'll watch that one again.
I think the ball just grazed Big John. He didn't want to take the base. It didn't look like it, but Luciano says you better take it.
A looper, and Louis has it. Nice catch running away for Louis Aparicio, and that takes care, as we see it again, of the Orioles in the 6th inning. A kind of a fist soft liner that Louis stuck the glove up on as he moved into the outfield grass. No runs, no hits, and 1 left. And after 6 innings of play, it's still 2-2.
And here's Ken.
Thank you, John. Long drive to center field. Blair going back. And he'll look at this one. It's a home run. Billy Conigliaro hits one over the center field fence. And Boston is in front again, 3-2. Paul Blair just simply turned and headed straight back. Look at it. You see that Blair takes his eye right off the ball. He knew it was going to be very deep. And it's a home run for Billy Conigliaro, his 6th of the season. And Boston is in front again, 3-2. That was really a home run. Josephson is knocked down. Josie hit a home run in the 3rd inning, and he grounded to shortstop in the sprawling. Both bullpens are working. Here's a long drive to left field. Buford goes back, and it's a home run. And Josephson, as he was rounding first base, looked at Dobson. He gave him the look going, and he is going to make a pitching change. There will be a change here for Baltimore. Griffin flies to Don Buford. 1 out. The Red Sox have won 24 and lost 11. They're in first, 3 games ahead of the Orioles. Fly ball to Frank Robinson. 1 away. This program is authorized under telecasting rights granted by the Red Sox solely for the entertainment of our audience, and any season. In walks, he had 128 last year. Here's Petrocelli, batting .248, 5 homers, 28 runs batted in. Batting .389 over the last 6 ball games. The runner goes, and he's safe. Reggie Smith has stolen second. Here's another look at it as Smith races down to second base and Coacher steals the bag. That's his 4th steal. He's been caught once. Petrocelli. Cuellar throwing the screwball, which is a big pitch for Mike. He throws it often. Get excellent control of it. High for a ball, 2-2. through into left field, and Johnson is on. Dave Johnson singles into left field. His average is 198, 7 homers and 25 runs batted in. Ball to Griffin, has to play at the first and gets Powell. Earl Weaver said before the game today that if Powell does not do well today, but he's gone last night down the right field line, 16 runs batted in. And Petrocelli makes the grab. Beautiful play. Brooks Robinson, who has made so many great plays himself, is robbed by a great play. Here's another look as Petrocelli robs him of a base hit. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left, and at the end of 1, it is 0-0. Say that Cuellar spots his fastball, Jim?
I would think so, Kim, because he makes good pitches. But you notice with Rico up there, he went 3-2 on him, but he was throwing the ball away and up.
There's the screw ball, and that is strike 3, 2 out. I used to spot my fastballs, John. Threw it about every box. He had 3 hits opening day against New York, but didn't have more than 2 RBIs in the game previously. Belanger makes the play on him. The Red Sox go quickly in the second. No runs, no hits, and nobody left. And after one, Siebert and Lonborg, who, if you're a switch hitter, I don't think you'd want to go up there against right-handed. Hits one toward the right center. Canigliaro stops the ball. Blair goes to second base. Canigliaro came in. Billy Hunter, the third base coach. There's a base hit. Yastrzemski charging the ball, juggles it. Blair scores. Yes, throws to second. Merv Recklin singles to left. Griffin to Aparicio to Scott for a double play. Culp knocks it down and throws to first for the out. That is all. That ball was hit very sharply, knocked down by Ray Culp. And in the second inning, there was 1 run. California will play a night game. In the National League, Atlanta and New York 1-1 at the end of 1. Stone against Seaver. Griffin gets ball 4. So the leadoff man is on in the third inning for the Red Sox. The Dodgers lead the Cubs 1-0 at Pittsburgh and Montreal, Cincinnati at Philadelphia, San Diego at St. Louis, and San Francisco at Houston. Ray Culp batting 105. Bunts. Cuellar throws to Johnson. 1-4 on the sacrifice. Suddenly the sun has come out here. It's been overcast. It's still windy. Kind of a swirling wind. It's difficult to read on the field. There's a drive to left foot deep. Buford goes back, and this one's gone. A home run over the 307th home run of the year for Reggie. And a big one it is. There's a fly ball to right field. Merv Retmond has this one. And that's all. In the middle of the third inning, Mike Cuellar won 24 last year and 23 the year before last. Foul ball. And the year before that, with Houston, he was 8-11. Line drive base hit for Buford. Smith up with the ball, and with one out in the last half of the third inning, Ron Buford had it one out today with a man on. Fly ball towards Smith. And Reggie makes the catch in foul ground. Ball kept drifting over. That's all in the third. No runs, one hit.
Robinson leading off for the Orioles. The Red Sox still hold a 2-1 lead. Another squirmer.
Culp pitching, and there's one hit well to left. It is gone. Home run just inside the back. One ball, 2 strikes. Game tied, 2-2. 5 hits for the Orioles, just 1 for Boston. Let's see what Griffin can do. He's going to can't make the play on it. And they give Blair a base hit. Runner going, and the hit and run base hit to center field will send Blair streaking to third base, where he will hold. Nicely executed hit and run. Well, this will get a run home. Billy Canigliaro making the catch. And the throw will be, well, it's not cut off, although Scott tried to, but no advance is made from first to second. The Orioles take the lead, however, as a sacrifice fly by Belanger gets Blair home. RBI number 10 for Mark. I threw the ball back on the ground while you're looking at Eddie Popowski. And Griff walks for the second time. Fastball misses high. Red Sox have a runner with 1 out. And a base hit to right field for Ray Culp. Down toward the corner, covered well by Rettenman. And over to third goes Griffin. So Mr. Culp helps himself immeasurably. Robinson goes for 1, for 2, and they got the double play to end it. On deck is Dave Johnson, along with Jay Mazzone. There's a ball pretty well hit to right field. Maybe trouble. It is a home run. Just into the first row and right. John Buford getting his 4th home right there, that last pitch. It might have been a little low, and he had a half swing or a check swing, and it just ticked his back. This is what Powell has been doing. I'm not sure he will just open up a little bit more or take a bigger opening stance. Fouls that one back. 2-2. And when you do this, it looks sometimes that you're not ready to swing the bat. That ball he fouled out was right up in his wheelhouse, but he just was behind the ball. All right, fellas. Hope he stays that way. When do we leave town? 2-2 to him. Got him. Breaking pitch off speed, and Powell strikes out. As That's 4 for Ray Culp over the auxiliary fence right against the old bleacher wall, which is 360 feet away, and there's a little triangle there, and the ball just went right in the pocket. Almost take Culp's head off with that one. Boy, is he hitting this series. 2 for 3 today for Brooks. 5 hits in the 2 games. Doubleheader tomorrow here. 2 o'clock the first game starts. First game will be televised. Blair strikes out on a curve. Number 5 for Culp. In the 5th inning, a leadoff home run. The Orioles take the lead 4-2. That was his 7th of the year. He leads the Red Sox in that department. First time up, he reached on Cuellar's era. To left field, but Buford goes back. 1 out. Baltimore leading 4-2. 6th inning. Hits the changeup to Johnson at second. 2 out. He's gone to 3-2 3 times to Petrocelli today. And that is 3 miles high. Dave Johnson calling for it. That's the inning. 1-2-3. After 5 1/2 innings at Memorial Stadium, it's the Orioles 4, the Red Sox 2. Had trouble with the home run pitch twice today, but his fans 7. Still within striking distance. He trails 4-2. Here's Belanger cracking one to left, a base hit. Belanger is 1 for 2 now. He's had a sacrifice fly and an RBI. Canigliaro is out. The Orioles have 10 hits. Buford, Brooks Robinson, and Blair have 2 apiece. Johnson has 1 of them. There's a drive that's going to be good for extra bases. Canigliaro cuts it off and holds it to 2 with fast fielding. Bill Canigliaro going over. Managed to get that ball. Here's another look at it. And you can see that by his cutting it off, he prevented Johnson from getting perhaps 3 bases out of that. Now as we come back, we see that Eddie Casco has gone to the mound. That is 11 hits for Baltimore. 1 out and a man on second, and the batter was going to be Powell. Brett has gotten up again, and Casco is leaving. Brett and Nagy warming up. Line drive, base hit into right field. Johnson around third. Smith's throw is he's safe at home. Powell rips a single into right field, and Johnson comes in with the 5th Baltimore run. Here's another look at it as Smith throws into the plate. But not in time. Johnson is safe at home. Now we're back, and we will have a pitching change now. So as the Red Sox change pitchers, this time Paul will bat left-handed. He's been switching on some right-handers. It's a high fly ball to a Griffin. And
And that's all. As very quickly in the 7th inning, Nagy comes in and throws 2 pitches and gets 2 men. But the Orioles got another run on a pair of hits, and they leave 1. And at the end of 7 innings, Baltimore is ahead of Boston 5-2. Ball toward Blair, going back, makes the catch. 2. Smith rips one into center field, a base hit. The second hit for Reggie, the third for the Red Sox, and the lead man is on in the 9th. Yes, throws one to left field. Smith goes to second. Runners at first and second and nobody out. George Blanford and the Orioles pitching coach coming out of the dugout. And Eddie Watt is warming up in a hurry out of the bullpen. Ordinarily, it's nobody out in the 9th inning. There is Watt. Drive to right center field, but Redmond is there. Smith goes back, tags up, and Reggie will go over to third base. Redmond taking the fly ball off the bat of Rico Petrocelli. Smith moves to third. Yastrzemski is on first. The batter is Scott. Ground ball to Belanger. The second for 1. The first double play. And the ball game's over. Scott hit the ball well, but Belanger converts it into a double play, and the Orioles have beaten the Red Sox in the second game of the series here by a score of 5-2. We'll have a rundown for you in just a moment. Is lifted into center field, base hit. Smith is on. 1 out and 1 on. This program is authorized under television rights granted by the fly ball to right center. Paul Blair makes the catch. The results of this drive to center. Smith streaking around second, now holding there. By him, but Blair the runner goes, the throw down, stolen base. Blair moves to second. deep to right field. LaHoo back. It's a home run. Griffin makes the play. Good play by Doug Griffin. 2-0. Long drive to center field. And this one is long gone, a home run, Baltimore. Scott put on quite a show today in batting practice. LaHoo at 286. No homers and 3 runs batted in. Playing today, Billy Canigliaro is back in Boston on military duty. Fly ball to center. Again, Blair going back. And he makes a great catch. Tremendous catch by Blair in center field. Batting 277. Foul ball. Powell over. Nice catch. Griffin fouls out to the first baseman. In the second, 1 run on Scott's homer, and nobody left on. After 1 1/2, Baltimore is in front, 3-1. Center field. Brooks Robinson over to Powell. Strike 3. Blair strikes out. The 4th strikeout for Peter. Frank Robinson's 3-run homer. George Scott has a solo homer. Has tried to pull the outside pitch, grounding to Johnson. Petroselli is up. He struck out in the first. And that is looped into center field for a base hit. Rico is on. That's the 3rd Red Sox hit. Full count. And a base hit for Scotty in the right center field. Rico going to third. Here comes a throw. It's cut off at shortstop by Belanger, and Rico's in at third base. The Red Sox have 2 base runners. Scott is fastball inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Petroselli at third base. Scott at first. 1 out. Curveball. Belanger to Johnson. They got 1, but not 2, and a run score. Strike 3. He's out of there, and the side's out. That's number 4 for Palmer. 1 run for the Red Sox as they chip away at Jim. There were 2 hits and 1 man left. And after 3 1/2 innings, it's Baltimore 3, the Red Sox 2.
By 1, 3-2.
Tomorrow night at Fenway Park. Bill Lee will face Casey Cox tomorrow night at 7:30. Strike. A slow upbring of the hand by the plate umpire, John Rice. Miffs Powell a little bit. Thought it was a ball. 2-2.
That always happens when you're going a little bit bad. Anything close or you take a attempted swing, it's always a strike. Well, if he was hitting 300, it'd have been a ball. That's the way it seems to work out.
I know that's the way it seems to hitters. 2-2. Very high. Reggie Smith over calling. 1 out. Up in the air to center field again. There's Reggie. 2 down. And Gary loses him after getting that ball in right where he wanted it for a couple of pitches on a full count and having them fouled off. Johnson walks. Base hit to center field. Johnson stops at second. 2 for 2 for Andy Etchebarren. Number 8. And there's a base hit by Palmer. He does help himself. This will put the Orioles ahead by 4 to 2. A single for Palmer. Etchebarren stopping at second, and there's Nagy in the bullpen. Base hit to left side. Another run will score. Reggie falls down. Can't make the play, and into second base goes Belanger. 5. Well, right now, the Orioles now are right back to their 3-run lead. Red Sox had pecked away at Palmer and had gotten 2 of them back, but now it's 5 to 2, and there goes Gary off to an early shower.
Mike Nagy coming.
Had Blair kind of all tightened up in there. 1 and 2. 2 outs. Runners at second and third. And he knocks it down. See if he can make the play. Nope, not in time. A run score. 6-2. Up and thrown the first. It was too late. A run-producing single for Blair. And there at third base is Belanger. 6-2 ball game. Just in the 4th inning. Runner going to second. Pavletic throwing, and a run that's going to score as they affect the double steal. Up 7 runs and 7 hits in the 3 2/3 innings he worked. Base hit to left. Here comes Yastrzemski. He's not going to make the throw. Blair scores. It's 8 to 2. Brooks gets back to first. On deck, Boog Powell. Running the bases well. Taking advantage of that ball's really tagged. And it's out of here. Home run. High and well hit into left. Mike Nagy decks Boog Powell. He comes close to Powell. Well, in fact, maybe you didn't see that, but first pitch to Boog Powell after Frank's home run, he is warned by the plate umpire, John Rice, and Eddie Casco comes out to talk to Rice. Now look at the pitch again that you missed. Boog really had to go down in a hurry, and he looked out at Nagy, said something to him. Casco talking now, as we're back live, to plate umpire Rice about the warning. Maybe Eddie talking about a ball getting away from Nagy, who's certainly has had his own troubles without getting into trouble with Boog Powell.
Yeah, that's right. And leave this guy sleep. He hasn't been hitting, but this happened the other night, if you recall, when Dobson came close to Dwayne Josephson. The next pitch he hit out of the ballpark. I hope that doesn't hold true here.
3 and 2.
All started with a base on balls. All these have been scored after 2 out, Ned.
Right.
Just can't tell what can happen in a ball game.
A walk to Dave Johnson, and then hits by the number 8 hitter, Enchbaron, and the pitcher, Palmer. And Griffin makes the play to finally retire the side. And nobody left on base at the end of 4. Carl Yastrzemski up. He has flied to center and grounded out. Pretty well hit, but there is Rettenman, and the left fielder has that slight. And he walks him. He loses Rettenman after going 0-2. The Orioles again have a runner. And all with 2 out. The first 2 men retired. If it stays in, it's a homer. It is a home run. Right into the upper deck. Davy Johnson. Three home runs for the Orioles today. Frank Robinson has 2 of them, and Johnson 1. Griffin making the play. 1 out. Hard shot. Doug stayed with it. Etchebarren is finally retired. He went 2 for 2 before that. Joe hitting the ball twice well today. Once he was robbed by Blair. 2 for 3 in this game. A bunt single, and he drove one that smacked by the box and knocked down in the 4th by Nagy, but he couldn't make a play. George Scott. 1 out. Base hit to left. Brooks at first. Petrocelli to Griffin. And a low throw dug out nicely by Scott for a double play. Number 4. Tilling away from the left-handed batter. Kennedy over to Scott for the out. Powell is 5th. Kuntz makes the play against Jim Palmer. Smith has a single in 3 trips.
Number 7, Ray Smith.
Johnson to Powell. Out at first base, the umpire was looking to see Kunkel whether or not Powell had held on. Brooks Robinson to Powell. Because the Orioles had given him just 5 runs overall. 2-1 to Oakland, May 9th, 2-0 to the Red Sox. And then Washington beat him, he beat Washington 4-1 on his last start. He's rolling today as he retires the Sox. Boston Red Sox is prohibited. in accounts of this game, without the express written consent of the Boston Red Sox, is prohibited. The applause is for Jim Palmer. He has 1 for 3 at the plate. Now it's 2 for 4. Palmer singles to left with 1 out. The only men who have not hit have been Powell and our next televised game will be Tuesday night with the Senators at long drive to right, and LaHood has Powell to Palmer. And his fly to center. Fly ball, Robinson going back, and he can't get this one. Pavletic has homered by the Boston bullpen, and it is 12-3. Baltimore. Ground ball to Belanger. And the ball game is over. Doug Griffin grounds to shortstop in the ninth. 1 run on the home run by Pavletic, and nobody left.